Hello and welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. Per usual, I'm excited to get into today's reading because today we're tapping into who is desiring you right now, who has the hots for you, so to speak, who is wanting you and really desiring you. So per usual, my Etsy shop is always linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. But we have group one with the rose quartz crystal point. It's a pale rose quartz, but it is rose quartz. And the Wheel of the Year tarot. We have group two with the Arcanum tarot and the citrine crystal point. We have group three with the obsidian crystal point and the animal totem tarot. And then we have group four with the Tarot Illuminati and the clear quartz crystal point. So like I said, take as much time as you need, but we're just gonna jump right into it. Who is desiring you right now? All right, if you chose the rose quartz crystal point and the Wheel of the Year tarot, this is your reading. Who is desiring you right now? Also hoping to get what they plan to do about it. What's going on? Who is this person? Let's check their energy first. Spirit, this is for group one with the rose quartz crystal point. Who is desiring them right now? What is their energy? Ooh. Right away. Okay, so we got Taurus, we got Virgo, we got Libra, and we got Mars energy. So three signs. We got some air energy, we got some earth energy. Pluto at the bottom of the deck. Pluto is the great awakener, so I feel like this is going to be a new experience. This person has really got a lot of passion for you. We have the Mars energy here. This person is such a go-getter. Very intelligent too, detail-oriented. So this is the kind of person that may play a little bit of a game with you. Entice you is the word I'm hearing. Entice you. There's a lot of enticing with this person, and that's a part of the fun of it all for them. That's really a part of the fun of getting to know someone, having a crush on them, getting closer to them. They really love the honeymoon stage. They exceptionally soar during the getting to know each other phase. Like, they love that part of building a connection with someone. With the Virgo card, this lets me know that this person actually has a pretty open heart space. They're really connected to their heart space. Organized person. I feel like when it comes to, I'm hearing wealth. So when it comes to their job, I was just about to say when it comes to their job, but then I was hearing wealth. So I feel like they have a career. Tapping into this person's energy, they have a career. They know where they're going. Even if they're not there yet, it'll depend. You know, if you're only like 18 years old, then you're probably attracting someone close-ish to your age. So I wouldn't expect him to have it all together, depending on where you guys are at. But this person is really liking you. I gotta be honest, this is giving like boss energy, boss manager energy. This could be the manager at a business that you frequent. They've really been checking you out. This person is very playful. We got the Libra energy, so they love romance. So this is the kind of person who really basks in every step of the way. Like, this person really basks in the flirtation phase and the progression. They like to feel, I just heard, they like to feel every bit of moving closer to making things official. And then there's this anchoring Taurian energy next to Mars. This person has a lot of passion. Also, there's a lot of orange here. This person may be very sacral chakra based. Like, I'm getting like tantra energy. Like, this person is very into physical intimacy. They like physical touch. Physical touch may be their love language, but this person kind of speaks through their touch. Let's see what else we get. Ooh. You guys may have had a to and fro going, and then there may have been some pressure. We have I won't keep asking, too tough, and put a ring on it. So I feel like you guys started to feel played with after a while, because it's like, okay, yeah, there is, you know, romantic tension or romantic chemistry that we do have here, but you started to feel like, or this could be vice versa, apply it whoever it applies to, but I'm just gonna read it. We have too tough and put a ring on it. So at some point someone realized that this would be quite the undertaking. Like, to move forward, to get close to this person, it started to feel like it would be too much. It would take too much out of you. We have the speak your mind card at the bottom of the deck. So there's a lot you still want to say to this person, and a lot that I feel like you haven't experienced with this person. I'm feeling like this is someone that, it feels like a manager or a boss, someone you work with, or someone who you see in a professional environment, which is also very frustrating. But I gotta be honest, I do feel like they use that as leverage to not move the connection forward. Like, they use that as leverage to kind of stay in the talking phase or the flirtation phase. Like, the fact that they want to keep it professional because, you know, you come into their job, or they come into your job, or you work together, they're your manager, they're your college professor, you know, something like that. Like, I feel like this person has a position of authority. This could also be someone watching you on social media. I'm hearing you've been interacting with a celebrity, someone who's well known, and there's a lot of sub communication, like, you know, sub posts, the captions. It's like, it always matches up, and it's making you feel like you're crazy. And it's like, okay, I've done my best to prove to you that I'm not, you know, I'm someone you can trust. I'm not gonna, you know, just try to get over on you. But you kind of feel like this was too tough, and I feel like you gave up on it. I just heard gave up on the manifestation. So you may have been even trying to manifest the connection getting closer, or a boost in the connection, things moving forward. I feel like you gave up at some point because you knew that this was your person, or you knew that you were ready to move forward. This is someone who has a lot of authority, a lot of power, a lot of like a super like a heavy attraction with this person. Like, their energy is so like tantalizing. They're definitely a charmer. But we have, you know, too tough, put a ring on it. I feel like you were like, I'm not going to keep asking, begging, showing you that I want to be with you. Like, if you want to be with me, if you are truly interested in me, you're going to have to pursue at this point, because you had felt like you put in enough for the for the situation to move forward, and it was just kind of feeling stuck. So we have also, we have this other energy. We have too many cooks in the kitchen, ready to mingle, and let's take a break. So this, like, I feel like there was maybe a straw that broke the camel's back. Not only were you ready to move to the next level to this person, but there may have been another person in the picture, or it could be just this person's energy. Like, it started to seem like what you had with them wasn't that special. Like, it seemed like they were just open to flirting with anyone. You almost started to feel like, is this person just like a flirty person? Like, do we even have anything going here? Because this is not making sense. Like, this feels like this person may have flirted with another person in front of you. Like, this seems like something that you saw. It definitely feels like there was a straw though. Like, and you know, there's no such thing as a perfect connection where you're just happy 1000% of the time. But it feels like everything else, and then like this final moment that made you kind of just release. And since then, it looks like the connection has been kind of sailing. Now, surprisingly, this is such a mind F, because I get a very action-oriented go-getter energy within this person, but I'm not seeing them pursue you per se. And it's so like interesting, because we're tapping into specifically the person that is desiring you right now. But it always like it's always weird to see people who have like super strong attraction and, you know, want to move forward with someone to sit in this energy. Like, it's so weird to me how people will desire you, want to be with you, but I guess it's just ego, you know? What else could it be? I guess it's just ego that keeps them from getting from point A to B. But we have the real thing and be honest. So Spirit is kind of like telling you, listen, you know this person's flaws. One of their flaws may be that they're super conceited, or one of their flaws may be that they'll sit on a connection forever. And it's like, this affects both of you though, you know, like if you don't take action, that means that nothing happens. And then what? Does it just fade to black? Do both of you end up being unhappy? Like, or do you move on? Like, I don't know. I guess I haven't looked to see if you guys are still stuck on this person. So I don't know how you may feel about it, but we have too much on my mind and self-esteem. So I do feel like the situation was overwhelming for you, attraction or not, chemistry or not, famous or not, whatever benefit you could have gotten from this person, career or not, stability or not, you were not with the, it was too much. It was too much, like too much on my mind. You started to feel really way more confused than you felt like comforted in this connection. So we have self-esteem. There was almost like a blow to self-esteem, probably from this person seeming like they were just such a huge flirt. Maybe there was a line that was crossed. They they really did too much. Let's see. Spirit, what else can you tell me? Who is desiring them right now? What are they thinking, feeling? What's going on with them? Ten of Cups in reverse, the Chariot in reverse, Eight of Cups in reverse, Two of Pentacles in reverse. So Eight of Cups in reverse, they haven't let go of you, but the Two of Pentacles in reverse is them being extremely stubborn. And then we have the Chariot, which is all about forward movement being in reverse. That represents a standstill. Ten of Cups in reverse, this person is like suffering. It's almost like they like pain though, because like, it's not that they're miserable. This person has a huge issue with being vulnerable. They would rather be in control of, like, they would rather be the reason that they don't have something versus date someone and have that person be like, oh, you know what, I don't want you. You know, they would rather have a connection. Like, them not pursuing things further with you makes them feel like they have a potential. If I want love, I can have it at any time. I have this, you know, wonderful person that I have a connection with, and I'm the reason why we haven't moved forward. That's how they're looking at it. That's how they see it. So it's just like, so I guess we all lose then? Like, geez. We got the Three of Wands, so they're actually expecting you to reach out. We got the Six of Swords here and the Moon card. I feel like they're doubting a little bit. With the Three of Wands and the Six of Swords, you may have always been the person that moved the connection forward. Like, this may not be the first time you guys have experienced a lull. This may not be the first time you guys have gone without really talking to each other or communicating or moving forward, specifically in a romantic sense. Like, if you work together, or if this is your professor, something like that, then of course you would still see each other, talk to each other, like when it has to do with work or school, whatever. But the cracks are beginning to show a little bit. That's so funny, because that Virgo energy is sticking out. They're starting to feel that their perfect plan may not be so perfect, because it doesn't seem like you're, you know, moving this connection along this time, and that's confusing to them because they were so sure that you would, or that's what you would usually do. Let me just see what they want really quick. Spirit, for group one, what does their person want from them? What do they want here? Change. Okay. I feel like I just heard I wish I was different. We have delight. They want to get back to the good times. They also miss your playful energy. Something about you is a little bit childlike. Like, you may have like a fairy-like, childlike nature, or just like a little bit of a giggly kind of like element to you where it's really uplifting and fun. And it's like, They're missing that fun and that playful energy in their life. And I feel like this person is realizing where they get in their own way by being this way with everything, you know. And it's surprising because that Libra placement, typically people with a Libra placement, like in their big 3 or in their Mars placement and their Venus sign, typically those people really do fold for romance. Like they could be the hardest people in the workplace, but absolutely fold for their partner when they get home. And I'm not seeing that though. I'm seeing them being so stubborn. I'm like, what do you have, some unhealed wounds, or what is it? I do feel like it's kind of my way or the highway. Taurus is known for being very stubborn. So if these energies are fighting against each other, the more aggressive energy is gonna win. What do they want? I want you to approach me, I just heard. Let's see. We have flow, focus, embracing, and success. Honestly, tapping into this energy, I feel like they want things to go exactly the way that they want them to go. They wish that you would just embrace that this is the way that they are. And they wish that they could have things exactly their way. We have the focus card here. And flow. It's kind of like they look at this in a way where they're kind of like the predator. They're the one that wants to make the moves, but they're really struggling right now because they're finding themselves actually missing you in a big kind of way. But at the same time, it's like they want to keep you on the shelf where you are, because that allows them to not have to experience love, but still feel like they could have it at any time, and to feel in control of love and everything. But they also are missing your actual presence and your actual romantic interaction. So they're kind of like fighting between that, like, dang, is it really worth taking this off the shelf to have something more? It's like a high risk game for them, high reward though too. We got the Hermit in reverse. I feel like they may come out of their shell, but I still feel like you're gonna have to compromise. We have the Queen of Swords in reverse, so they're not giving enough for you, you're not giving enough for them. Like they may have already tried to make a bit of a move, but it's not forward enough. If it's not forward enough, I don't really see you entertaining it anymore. Like I see you, whereas they would say something like slick, out of pocket, like, I don't know how to explain this. This is like them trying to bait you a little bit. Like they may say something like, well, maybe we should go on a date after work. Like they would say it as a joke and you would be like, okay, let's go. And then like throughout the shift, you'd be like, see you after work? Yeah, where are we going? Like you'd be making plans, but in a joking manner, but both of you would actually show up. That's the best way I can explain this energy. But I don't see you going for it anymore. I don't see you being rude, but I see you kind of laughing it off. Like they'll try one of their old tricks like that. Like, well, maybe we should settle this after work then. And you'll just and walk away. Like you're not making plans. You're not entertaining that anymore. If you're not being direct about your intentions and what you're trying to do, I don't see you being satisfied. Like I see you like dissatisfied with the interaction you guys have, like, because it's just like, no, you're not gonna get what you want without saying it with your whole chest. You got all this go-getter energy, but you act like a fucking, oops. Dang it! Every time I'm like, no curse words, no curse words, there's the curse words. So we have the Ace of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords. Definitely a power struggle, the end of just one person getting their way here. And I feel like that's the way things were for a long time. Like I feel like they got their way for a long time, but then they kind of pressed their luck. They started doing too much. Like, Spirit, what else do you have to say about this? We have Krishna with devotion. This one says, trust your spiritual guidance. Your commitment has been recognized. You are loved unconditionally. Now that's funny because I asked Spirit Spirit had to say about this. And then it's like your commitment is been tested and recognized. Like, you're not going for the okie doke anymore. So I feel like Spirit may be putting another person in your path, if I'm being honest, because it's either they're gonna get it together and quickly, they're gonna get it together quickly, or they're gonna miss out. We got dual Kol with Dharma unfolding. Dharma is like kind of like the opposite of karma. It's like the blessings that are over your life. And it says, remember that you are on a path, take one step at a time to happiness. Like, if your Dharma is unfolding, good stuff's about to start popping off in your life, this person is gonna miss out on the opportunity to have any part of you, you know, being ridiculous. So we have Hilarion with divine healing. It says, honor your sensitivity, retreat to recharge and heal. Your light can support others. So I just feel like your attention is best elsewhere at this time. Like, I wouldn't focus on this. I would just be open and receptive to what can come through. I wouldn't advise that you play this game with this person because they need a breakthrough. So I wouldn't enable them to stay the same and to affirm with your actions that they can continue and still have a part of you doing this BS. Yeah, this is the time, if any, to really stand strong and take a stand. We got the Shekinah with sacred self. Unleash your spirit, express your gifts, dance to the sacred rhythm of life. There's also a little bit of them, an energy of them being kind of feeling entitled to your childlike nature. They feel like no one else should be able to have you or be around you. It's a little bit of an energy of them kind of feeling like they're kind of like, to see you guys ever see like those videos of like brothers and they find out that their sister has been intimate with someone for the first time and they're all weirdly disappointed? Like, so why do some masculines just feel this weird ownership over you? And that it's giving me that kind of tease, like, you were my little, you know, cute little muffin. Like, why are you sharing yourself with other people? And they're almost using that to kind of like say, oh, you always been this way, you're just a whatever, and and it's like, ignore them. But yeah, group one, that is who is desiring you right now. That is what I have for you. My Etsy shop is linked in the description if you want a private tarot reading, but that is what I have. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the citrine and the Arcanum Tarot, this is your reading. Who is desiring you right now? We're gonna get into that. Who is just desiring you right now? So Spirit, this is for group 2 with the citrine. Who is desiring group 2 right now? Thinking about group 2, wanting group 2. I'm hearing, I forget exactly the name of the song, but I almost feel like it's called You Got It Bad. It's an old Usher song. Hang up, then you call right back. There's like an energy of someone, like they literally cannot get enough of you. We got Mars and then we have Scorpio. So this is someone with a lot of feminine energy, or when it comes to the chase, when it comes to pursuing, they're in their masculine energy. Did I say feminine or masculine? I meant to say masculine. Someone with a lot of masculine energy. And then we have the Scorpio card here, which is kind of like the dark side of the moon type of energy, like mysterious Plutonian Scorpio, the sign of mystery, of darkness, of beginnings and endings, of shadow side, shadow work. And then we have Cancer that came out, and then the moon, which the moon or Cancer is ruled by the moon. So this is someone who really is kind of an enigma. They have this soft side and you'll see glimmers of it. You don't see it often, and I don't feel like they show everyone. I don't feel like this person necessarily has like childhood trauma, at least not that they haven't healed from, but they don't show everyone their soft side. They just, I don't know, this person may even be more quiet in general. They may be more of a quiet person, but they don't show everyone their vulnerability. It's just not a thing for them. But I also don't feel like there's like a higher reason why they don't. They just kind of don't. This person is very in their head as well. So we have Mars and we have Scorpio. Like I said, Mars is divine masculine energy. Mars is a go-getter, pursuer. Let's get it done now. Let's not wait until later. Mars is about that action. We have the Moon card here though. So this person is very conflicted when it comes to their own feelings. And I feel like some of this could be alleviated if they were to communicate more about how they're feeling, but they also don't like to allow anyone to persuade their action or their feelings. They like to come up with how they feel on their own. They don't like to feel like someone is pushing them in any direction. They don't like when someone pushes them away, but they also don't like when someone, you know, pushes them closer to them. And that's a part of what makes this person kind of frustrating or confusing, because it's like, okay, what do you want from me? Let's see, Spirit, what is the nature of this connection for group 2 with the citrine? How do they know them? Who is desiring them? Who is this? Let's take a break. Chemistry. Oof, you guys may have had a very quick wow, and then it like they completely turned. You guys may have had like a very strong fiery connection in the beginning, and it's like it was just so much for them. It's like they allowed themselves to fully immerse themselves in a romantic connection. They were so into it, they fell right into it, they were indulging in it, they were all about it. And then next thing you know, we have just not that into you. We have in heaven, and then just not that into you. We have chemistry, and then we have let's take a break. So it's like whenever things get really intense or you really feel like you're having a breakthrough with this person, it seems like they kind of go MIA, they duck off, and they may not like block you, but they ghost you. Like they don't check up on you anymore. They don't respond to your text messages. And then when they come through again, it's like nothing ever happened, or they may be like, my bad, I was in my head, I was feeling, you know, down, whatever. Or they may like give you an actual reason that makes you kind of say, oh, okay, well, you know, and then the conversation just continues. But at this point, I feel like you're noticing a pattern with this person. They want you so bad. I'm like, well, what is it then? There's a lot of desire here, a strong desire, but I'm not seeing like what the holdup is. It really seems like they're confused about whether or not they're ready, or maybe there's an element of they can't believe this to be true. There may be a lot of synchronicity between you and this person, and that kind of scares them. Like a high level of synchronicity, like freaky things have happened between the two of you, and I'm not talking freaky, ooh, ow. I'm talking like synchronicity, like off, like just craziness. You may literally have finished each other's thoughts. Oh my God, look at this. Oh my God, literally time out, something different. I feel like this person may have taken a break. I'm not really getting the nature of like who this person is. I will say you should know intuitively, but this is someone that I feel like you had. For some of you, it's happened more than one time, so it hasn't been like necessarily a short connection, but I will say this is like a hot, spicy connection that fizzled out very quick. It's like you only got to hang out like a few times, either alone or like something here. It's just like, this person or something about this has been just out of reach. And then we have time out and something different. So I feel like they kind of went to do their thing, or like this is like an energy of this person being like, yeah, I really like you. You look so beautiful today. Like being really into you. Like this is the definition of hot and cold. Because I'm seeing like two stark differences. It's like one day they're like, seriously, and it really is so different. It's not like, oh, they're a little bit nicer or a little different. It's like, no, they're different. Like this is giving me like an energy of this person giving you like a totally separate energy. So we have building up the nerve, conceited and too tough. I also get that there's an element here of this person feeling like they need to be with someone else because of appearances. Like there's an energy of, oh, I need to be like with someone, with a rich man, or I need to be with an IG baddie. I need to be with, like, I can only entertain people who look this kind of way. Like they're basing their reality off of social media, off of something that's completely fake. you know, so they're struggling a lot, struggling to find happiness as well, because again, they're basing their reality or their true beliefs off of something that is not real. And I feel like they're having a hard time differentiating between that. The only other way that I would feel like this may be manifested if there is a difference in religion, like if you would have to convert type of difference in religion, like or you come from two different cultures and this person, like maybe you come from a really strict culture and they're confused, like, why are you giving me a chance? Aren't you supposed to be with this kind of person? Like there's a little bit of confusion there. We have the Three of Swords, Queen of Wands, and the Four of Swords in reverse. I feel like you don't know exactly how to handle the situation with this person. All you know is you want them. We have the Queen of Wands. Three of Swords in reverse is kind of like a quiet confidence that you can help them, that you understand them, that you guys can have something really good together. Like I don't really feel a lot of doubt on your end that you guys will be able to figure it out. But we have the Four of Swords in reverse, so that's kind of like not having a solid plan or a plan that will work. It may just be this person's own confusion. At the bottom of the deck we got the King of Wands, so it's like they're a match, but they don't want to admit that to you. You guys are a match, like this is a true pair. 10 of Cups underneath that and the Devil underneath that, you know. There's a lot of fear. There's a lot of fear. There's a like a desire for this person to just say like, screw it, let me walk away. You are a true pair, but even if you look at the Queen of Wands and the King of Wands, they're both looking in two separate directions. Like they're a true pair, but when it comes to conflict resolution, they do things a different kind of way. They differ. There are solid differences, and the Suit of Wands is fire energy, so shoot, if you get like two fire signs to align, it's like, you know how in Dragon Ball Z they would be and like if you get two fire signs to align, magic, pure power energy. But also the thing about fire energy is it's so get from point A to B, less collaborative, it's less about slowing down and collaborating. It's more about steaming up while we have the energy. Let's do this. So it's like two different people with two different ideas of how they're gonna go about this connection. The Lovers in reverse. Like, why? Literally, why? This person is desiring you right now, but they have a different idea of how you will come together. Honestly, I feel like they're kind of walking, like running away from the connection. We got the Two of Swords and the Lovers in reverse. You're not seeing eye to eye. Both of you are confused. More of that moon energy. I feel like both of you are kind of like over it in a sense. Not over it like you're throwing in the towel completely, but over it in the sense where it's like, I'm so tired of being tired. I'm so tired of struggling with the High Priestess. You guys are pretty much in a conservative energy right now. Like, I gotta conserve my energy. I'm not gonna be stressed. We got the Strength card here. Like, there's a lot going on in the world right now. Like, I can't afford to spend all my time trying to figure this situation out. We're either gonna move forward or we're not. Like, I feel like you guys are like, yeah, Justice card. I know who I am. I know what I deserve. I know what I'm worth. And hopefully we can figure it out, but I feel like you're willing to let this go. Like, even the way the Ace of Swords came out sideways is symbolic. Like, it could go either way. We can move forward with each other or we cannot. At this point, I feel like you've been kind of like, yeah. We have the Sun card that literally landed on top of the Ace of Swords. So that's like an energy of like, and it's the Sun in reverse. Ooh. Ayo, we got the King of Pentacles. You're like, well, maybe I need someone else. Maybe I need someone who's a bit different. Maybe the Queen of Wands will, you know, find her a King of Pentacles. Someone who is stable, someone who's grounded, someone who's ready. Because it just seems like bashing my head into a wall trying to make this work out. I also feel like you guys feel very alone in this connection. Like, this person, they won't talk to you, or they'll only open up when they want to, like when it benefits them or when it's something that they're comfortable speaking about. There's like an aversion to vulnerability here. They will not be vulnerable when it comes to you, the connection between the two of you. It's like they just fold, they tap out. So at this point, I feel like you guys are like, you know, whatever way it goes, I feel like you've made peace with it, to be honest. We got the Justice, Strength, and the High Priestess. You're like, man, we're a true pair. There's so much connection here, but I feel like you guys need a miracle. Oh my God. Crazy part is we got the Queen of Pentacles. I didn't even notice her at the bottom of the deck. And you know what that tells me? Because at first we had the Queen of Wands representing you guys with the King of Pentacles, or sorry, the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. We had the Queen of Wands that came out, and then we had the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck. And now we have the King of Pentacles here and the Queen of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. So that's like an energy of you being like, well, shoot, I'm gonna take the offer that comes to me because I'm in alignment with that too. Like there's an energy with you guys where you're like, I'm not slowing down and I'm not dealing with this misogynistic BS. Emperor in reverse at the bottom of the deck. Like you're not acting like you can handle anything. You're not acting like an emperor. You're acting like you're afraid. And I just feel like you guys don't have the patience for it, or maybe you've gone through a few cycles that have gone like this and you're over it. You will not be in that cycle again. You will not deal with that again. So we're kind of at a standstill here. We got the Four of Wands in reverse and the Page of Pentacles. Like the Page of Pentacles is a small investment, or an investment that doesn't make sense, you know. That's like a kid, you know. Imagine like you're in the mall and your child, you gave them $5, right? You gave them $5. You say you can buy anything in the mall as long as it's $5 or under. So you're with your 5-year-old, you're walking around the mall. Next thing you know, they take off, you follow them, they go into K Jewelers. And they go up to the counter and they say to the lady, I have $5, can I get my mom a ring? And it's like, that's cute, but that's not enough to actually buy something. So you kind of just laugh it off and it's like, oh, that's cute, that's endearing, but no, you know? That's what this is. Like, that's what Page of Pentacles energy is. That's them thinking that their charm is going to get you to invest into them, or their charm is gonna get you guys from point A to point B, and it's just like it doesn't work anymore. It's not gonna work anymore. Four of Wands in reverse, you know, you can't build a marriage off of a ring pop. We have Sarunos with Life Force. It says, express your driving passion. Sensual powers are increased, which I definitely feel to be true. I feel like you guys have a super strong magnetic connection, and Spirit is saying this situation is almost causing you to close up. And the fact of the matter is, we got Horus here with Cosmic Gateway. This is the wrong time to be shriveling up and closing up right now, because this is a gateway time for you. This is an exceptionally lucky time in love for you. This would be like the worst time to, like, you know, close up. So you don't want this person to kind of do that to you by confusing you, making you frustrated, changing your opinion on love, you know, because of what you have to deal with them. It says your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. A lot of change energy. You may be seeing a lot of 555. I feel like Spirit's got someone special up its sleeve, and I feel like you're ready for that. With the King of Pentacles, I feel like this is someone you've made peace with, to be honest. So it's just a missed opportunity in a sucky situation. It doesn't have to be a missed opportunity, but I just kind of feel like you're at your wit's end, or you've done as much as you really could, you know, with this situation. We have Sanat Kumara with light activation. It says, shine your light. Your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. So yeah, exactly, which is why you have come to peace with this situation. Like, would I have loved to pursue things with this person and to have seen, you know, where it could go? Absolutely. But am I literally gonna wait here for it? No. And a little flirtation here and there is not enough to convince me to do more either. We have Mercury with open communication. It says, get a weight off your chest, speak up with love, and be heard. So I feel like that's, you know, your guides kind of telling you, like, give it one last effort. Give it one last effort for your sake, not for them, not to help them. Try not to think of it that way, but, you know, because there is a true pair here. This doesn't have to be a missed opportunity. So I do feel if you're going to communicate with this person, get the weight off of your chest. You know, this isn't the time to you know, tiptoe around it, because we're already, this is the finale right here, this conversation. So this isn't the time to like, oh, I don't want to get them upset, I don't want to piss them off so they don't talk to me anymore, because your intention is to get a clear understanding of whether or not you're moving forward. So that would be best case scenario if they aren't going to talk to you anymore. If they're off put by what you have to say, because that's the final chance that they get, final confirmation, like, okay, we're not in alignment. So we have new beginnings and success here. I feel like a lot of you will honestly be pleasantly surprised. Also, that person seeing that fire energy in you that a lot of you have been trying to suppress as to not seem like too much, because the Queen of Wands is Aries energy. If there is any sign that it's intimidating, well, Capricorn women too, but Aries women, my God. And typically it's kind of like a mommy type of intimidating, but sometimes it can be scary. So we have flexibility and enlightenment. I feel like you've been trying to kind of water yourself down because you don't want to appear as too much, but I feel like you're going to pleasantly surprise this person and perhaps cause a shift in energy in this situation, so you can move forward by showing them that side of you that won't take their BS, isn't going to wait forever, and also isn't going to even let them think that they still got you. Like, let's clear this up now. If it's I don't know, it's a no. Unless you're going to say yes with your whole chest, it's a no. And making that clear, like, I'm not going to take this, like, I'm not doing this. So we have flexibility and enlightenment. I feel like you know the perfect thing to do, whether that's, you know, I don't know. I feel like I just heard risky text, so I don't think Spirit is saying, oh, you know, send them something hot. I feel like Spirit is kind of saying, like, send them something vulnerable, send them something different, you know, change. Don't be afraid to show up in the energy that they haven't seen from you before. And see if we can cause a little bit of a shakeup, because otherwise this is going to be a missed opportunity. And I feel like you're cool with that too. But like I said, at the final, you know, moment, we got Mercury coming through saying, get a wave off your chest, speak up with love and be heard. So I do feel like you should honor that and get one more go. And other than that, go about your business. So yeah, group 2, that is what I have. My Etsy is in the description. If you want a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 3 with the Obsidian Crystal Point and the Animal Totem Tarot, this is your reading. Who is desiring you? Ooh. Right now, we're gonna see. Who is desiring you right now? Spirit, this is for group 3. With the Obsidian Crystal Point, who is desiring them right now? What is their energy? What is the nature of this person? Ugh, I love Sagittarius energy so much. And then we got Gemini and intellectual. We have Leo energy and we have water. I'm hearing one more. And then we have Scorpio. Oh my goodness. This is quite the person here. This is someone who is explorative, someone who likes to take it all the way. I don't know why I'm hearing it that way, but Leo rising. You know what? This is giving me like Drake energy, which is funny because Drake has a Leo rising and he's a Scorpio. So that could be where that's coming from. But there is an energy of this person liking to get intimate rather quickly too, I'm hearing. Sorry, I'm trying to adjust the camera. Leo and Scorpio, they like to have their way. They do throw fits. They will act differently, and you may get really frustrated by this because this person is very much so how can I describe that? This person uses their intelligence. This is reminding me of like a, this is reminding me like of an official in the army, how tactful they are and intentional they are with that Gemini energy. But at the same time, it's like, okay, you're playing games, but you got the nerve to act like you hurt if your plan is foiled. If things don't go your way, now you're all sensitive, but I thought you were, where's that Leo energy? Where's that Edgelord Scorpio dark energy? Like now you're like acting like you're offended. This person is low-key very sensitive. The person desiring you right now is very sensitive. They like to have their way and they take it personally. They do. They take it personally if they don't get their way. We have the Sagittarius card here. They could be any of these signs: Gemini, Sagittarius, Scorpio, or Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, even their Mars in this situation. If you know their chart like that, but Sagittarius as well, like they like to get what they want. We have a lot of go-getter energy. We have a lot of intellectual energy. The part that's throwing me is the freaking Scorpio energy and the water energy, which could be Cancer, Scorpio, or Pisces, because it's like you got the nerve to be sensitive, but get yourself into the majority of the situations that you end up in. But you're sensitive, like. So anyways, we have the water card. Yeah, this person, they definitely like to get their way, and you may have gotten a little taste of that. Like if they don't get their way, you may see another side of them. So let me pull from the romance deck and see what the nature of the connection is. Vera, how do they know this person? Who is this to them? I'm not gonna take those ones. Long-term relationship and pump your brakes. This seemed to be someone that you were going to move forward with at this point. But as soon as it came to like a long-term commitment, they started to act weird or self-sabotage or sabotage the connection. Yeah, long-term relationship and pump your brakes is feeling like there was some sort of like shift in energy where all of a sudden they literally like woke up one day, kid you not, and started acting differently. And you guys know this firsthand. If you experience, you're like, no, that's exactly how it happened. Like there's an energy, because it feels so stark, like so different. Like literally what happened? Just saw 444 on the clock. 444 is kind of ominous. Like it's kind of like a card of taking responsibility and structure, but it can also be a card of, or sorry, a number of abandonment if you're not satisfied with the foundation, or if you're not ready to take responsibility. It can be a card of, you know, typically 444 indicates some sort of like turning point. Like if we're not going to move forward, we're going to run away here. And I feel like there's a little bit of karmic energy here too, because we have show love, guard your heart, and speak your mind. So there's an energy here of this person like coming through as if nothing ever happened. And that's what's making me feel like this may be a bit karmic. This may be a karmic situation because it's almost like normalized with you guys. The Gemini energy is giving me like a little bit of an energy like this person can be very charming when they want to be. It's a little bit of an energy like they know exactly what to say or how to say it. This person, I feel like they're like very slick of the tongue. Like, they play mind games, and it's hard to, because it makes you question, like, you genuinely look at some things like, am I overreacting, or am I just making this up in my head, or is that real? Like, I hate people like that. I can't do it. I'm a Cancer. There's no way. One thing I have to have is a clear emotional connection to my partner. We have to be on the same page, because I'm not going to be questioning whether I'm crazy to be in this relationship. It is not worth it, and I just won't do it. We have reunion and love of a lifetime. I'm like, this is so it's so hard, because it's like, man, you guys could have something like really, really good together, but I feel like they get in their own way. Okay, Spirit's like, okay, let up. So for some of you, they're coming in and listen, this gotta be spirit, because I'm not. I was just telling, I think group 1 or maybe it was group 2, I'm the friend you come to when you're ready to leave. You're like, I'm not the person that's gonna be like, yeah, stay with them, sis, like deal with the BS. So I know this is spirit, because I wouldn't say it. Spirit is like, they're coming through serious this time, and I'm not the person to tell you that, like, period, really. Even if I see it, I'm gonna be like, all right, but be careful. And that's directly what I'm hearing. So perhaps, and like I said, spirit was like, okay, let up, it's not that deep. It was very frustrating and kind of a mind F, and I feel like you kind of got a sneak peek into their scorpionic energy, a sneak peek into their depths and into their shadow. You know how like the ocean is absolutely terrifying, but everyone likes to swim? It's all good and dandy when you're at the shore, but once you're lost at sea, it gets a little frightening. And I feel like you saw a little bit of this person's shadow side, but spirit keeps pulling me back. Like, that's not who they are, though. They're not like a liar, a cheater, a manipulative person. It's just like they kind of like, ooh, okay, let me run away. Let me touch that. Ooh, let it go away. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's like, ooh, that was hot, let me run away. Like, and I feel like they're ready now. So we have reunion and love of a lifetime. Building up the nerve and just say no came out, though. I feel like it's important that you speak your mind. I don't feel like you should allow them to normalize the whole I'm gonna come back without being held accountable thing. But spirit is saying it's, you know, it's okay to give this person a second chance. But as far as like allowing them to play in your face like nothing has ever happened and pretend that it's been all good, nah. Spirit is kind of saying like you wanna put your foot down when it comes to that. But I feel like you guys could really have something special here. We got love of a lifetime and long-term relationship. Two cards that talk about long-lasting relationships, long-term relationships, you know, a marriage perhaps. We got the 9 of Swords, so I feel like this will be the final chance. We got the Sun card that was sticking out too, and more energy of success this time around. Speak your mind and show love. Guard your heart. I'm like, did I talk about any of these cards? Spirit saying speak up for yourself when this person does come in. Don't allow them to just waltz in your life and take this, you know, take you, your time, this connection, any of it as a joke. But show love. Like, you deserve to be in love. You deserve to enjoy this connection. But it's just about like, okay, now you gotta, you're kind of like, you had to gauge how to be in this connection. Like, there's an energy here of you just didn't know them well enough to really like, it's like you didn't want to turn up on them if like before you really like knew them. Page of Coins, 8 of Swords. Yeah, I feel like in the Fool card. So this is a new beginning. This is a new beginning with that Page of Pentacles. It's a new start, and it's just so funny. We got the llama. Or is that a... It looks like a llama. I don't know what it is, but it's cute. It's just funny, like, because this person... I feel like they're very easy to forgive. There's almost like a childlike nature to them. But the 8 of Swords, you have much more leverage and understanding of this person. So I don't see history repeating itself, which is funny because 8 of Swords is typically an energy of someone who's stuck and living in fear. And I do feel like that's true to some degree. But I feel like all the past really does support the future. So I don't feel like that fear will... I feel like that it's not fear. It's just like you know them now. So you know what they're capable of. You've seen a little bit of their dark side. And I feel like you can handle it. 10 of Swords in reverse, 9 of Swords. It's not worth giving up on. And this is someone you do really care about. Especially with that 9 of Swords energy. Like, you've been sick to your stomach thinking about potentially missing out on a relationship with this person. Like, it does not have to, this connection does not have to fall to the wayside. Like, there's so much potential. So we got the Knight of Cups and the King of Wands. Passion, love. I get an energy like this person really does kind of have it all. They have genuine love for you. When it comes to like a partner, I feel like this is the person you would want on your team. And yeah, Spirit is just telling you, like, Ace of Wands in reverse, don't move forward like you're sure. Maybe you have to make this person earn it a little bit so that they can keep it. And that may have been the problem in the beginning. Like, seriously, my best friend, she was gifted a car at 16. So when we were in high school, she would drive us around everywhere, but that car got beat the hell up. Now, when I had got my car, I got my first car at 19. When I got my car, baby, that car was in tip-top shape. I actually just sold that car last year. It lasted me that long. So it just reminds me of that, where it's like, dang, if something is just given to you, you really don't appreciate it. But if you have to work for it, if you have to earn it, if you have to spend your own money on it, you know, and spend your time building it up and nurturing it, you're gonna value it more. And because you guys have such a magnetic connection and this person is very charming, you may have kind of dropped the ball with that foundational work, building a solid foundation, moving things at a more intentional pace, not slow necessarily, but more intentional. Like, okay, I'm going to be intentional about this. I know you want to see me every night of the week, but it's not good that we see each other and just we're all close to each other every day. We need some separation. You know, maybe you didn't like pump the brakes at all before, so now it's like we know what to do, we're back at it. And Four of Cups is a card of like self-preservation too, not wanting to get hurt. And that coming out with the Ace of Wands in reverse is like, okay, we're taking the proper action to make sure things don't go that direction anymore. So the person that's desiring you right now is someone who I feel like twice. I feel like you've dealt with this kind of cycle like 2 times, but at least 1 time. We have the 6 of Cups, we have the 7 of Wands. So I feel like they're taking you seriously at this point, especially with that 7 of Wands. They're like, okay, if I want to indulge in this connection, I got to act right. 2 of Pentacles, Page of Swords in reverse. They're like, yeah, that same old ain't gonna work anymore. They feel like you've wisened up beyond that. They know that you also kind of know them to a better degree now. It's like, ooh, you got that on me. You got me that one time, but you won't get me again like that. I remember I was dating someone, and the first time we had an argument, the day after we had an argument, I wasn't talking to them. And they were like, are you still stuck on yesterday? Because I'm not stuck on yesterday. Like, are you still mad? And I was so thrown off by that, because I was, you know, just in my Cancer bag. I was going to come around when I felt like coming around. I didn't feel like waking up, good morning, babe. Like, I wasn't there. I was not there emotionally to give you that cutesy good morning. And no, I'm not doing it. So no, I didn't talk to you, but it's no beef. I was just like, you know, kind of feeling things through. And that threw me off when we ended up getting in another argument, because I was so thrown off by that, because it was our first argument. I didn't know that they were the kind of person now. So now, if that were to happen, I would say something like, you know, we don't have beef per se, but I don't feel like, you know, being all in your face. I'm still, you know, getting through things. Like, I would know to process things calmly instead of allowing this person to trigger me by coming at me and trying to respond to it. So it reminds me of that personal tidbit, where it's kind of like, okay, you know this person now, so you know how they move, so you're not going to get triggered by their same old stuff. If they try that again, which they most likely will, habits are not formed overnight, so they're not deaded overnight, but you know how to handle it. All right, let's see, Spirit, what else can you tell me here? We got Green Tara with Supreme Protection. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. This is a really tricky situation for you, because I feel like you have got over a really bad breakup, promised yourself you would never go through anything like that again. So now that you're faced with really having to be vulnerable because you're dealing with someone and they're challenging you in a way, it's really like, ooh, this is kind of like a personal breakthrough moment, a personal breakthrough point for you. And Spirit is saying you're protected. You are protected. Cords are being cut. Move beyond limitation and trust. So there's an energy of you feeling like, I don't want to go down that road again. But Spirit is saying, you know, I watched this video that was posted on Instagram the other day, and it was like this psychologist relationship. I think he like works on relationships and stuff like that. But he said, you're always going to be triggered by your partner, you know, but the key is finding the partner that you feel safe enough with to get triggered by. Because whenever you're dealing with two different souls, having those two souls come together and try to form a relationship, trying to cohabitate, it's not just you, it's you and them, and you're having to blend your worlds. You're going to get triggered, you're going to be uncomfortable. So I feel like you guys are like, I will really walk away. I will really walk away right now, because you're like, I'm not going back to where I've been. I'm not doing that. Like, I feel like you guys are like, I refuse. I'm not doing it. And Spirit is saying, you know, move beyond limitation and trust. The cord has already been cut between you and the past. And honestly, I really feel like you can have something really special here. We got Cosmic Gateway. You may be seeing gateway numbers like 1111. But yeah, I feel like you guys are like really at your, not your wit's end, but it's kind of just like, this is your breaking point. Like, ooh, you're so tempted to fold because of what you've been through before. But Spirit is making it clear this isn't the same. This isn't like someone being emotionally like manipulative or anything like that. This is just someone, this is one of those things that, it's just one of those things, like it's just triggering. It's not like this person is trying to, you know, get over on you or anything like that though. So we have Horus with Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So I definitely get an energy here, group 3, where Spirit is kind of telling you to really trust and move forward, and confirming there is an opportunity here, a gateway. You're in a special time right now. We got the happiness card. You can really be happy with this person. We have flow, we have success, we have thriving, and we have truth. So I feel like now that you see the truth and you know the truth of this person, you know how they are, you can actually move forward. And I feel like, you know, we got to do that foundational work so that we don't end up exactly how we did before. Like, now we have to take the time to really look at the situation and slow down a bit so we don't speed past the boundaries we need to have, and like the structure. But I also feel like this is not a connection that you should allow to fall to the wayside and give up on. So that's what I have for you, group 3. That is everything that came up for you. My Etsy shop is linked in the description of every video. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today, and I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 4 with the clear quartz crystal point and the Tarot Illuminati, this is your reading. Like I said in the intro, I'm looking for that action, okay? Trying to see who is making a move, who is desiring you right now, what are they gonna do about it? I'm trying to get all of that tea, so let's see what we get. Spirit, this is for group 4, the clear quartz. Who is desiring them right now? What is their energy? Who is this person? What is this person's energy? We got Cancerian energy. This could be Cancer, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, maybe even Mars for this reading. Ooh, someone with a lot of Saturnian energy, daddy energy. They like to be in control. You know, it's kind of like, and by the way, when you get daddy energy and feminines, this looks like I am a rich man. You know that quote by, I think it's Cher? I am a rich man. This looks like call me daddy. This is that kind of energy. That's what it looks like, you know. Feminines who still play that daddy role. Feminines who still love control. Feminines with masculine energy. We all have masculine and feminine energy, so a feminine can be very masculine. So just know that, by the way. And then we got Jupiter. we got a lot of planetary influence. We got Saturn, we got Jupiter, big boy Jupiter, and then big boy Saturn with all the rings. So there's a lot of strong planetary energy here. There's a very protective energy. Also, I'm getting self-preservation with this one, surprisingly. I don't know why this energy is coming through so literal. The thing about Jupiter is Jupiter protects planet Earth from getting hit from a lot of space junk, asteroids, all that stuff, because its electromagnetic field will kind of, you know, change the direction of things. When they're coming in our direction, Jupiter will get in the way and take the hit or pull it into its EMF, that kind of thing. And then we got Saturn with the rings. I just get this such a literal energy. They can be very protective over those they love, but they also are big on protecting their peace. This person, their energy comes through like they almost associate everything with drama, and it's kind of annoying. It's like if you give them any sort of trouble, if you put up a fuss, they feel like it's drama, and it's like, it's not drama. That's just called having an opinion. I get that energy with them where it's like they're very daddy energy, take care of the family, you know, do you down at the end of the night when the kids are asleep, but also demands respect. And then we have Cancer to add insult to injury, because you got the nerve to want to be daddy but be sensitive about it. And then we got the Sun energy, which is just pure masculine energy, pure force. I get the feeling this person likes to have their way for whatever reason. So we'll see how this unfolds. Who is desiring group 2? Sorry, not group 2, group 4. Who is desiring group 4 at this time? Who is this to them? What is the nature of the relationship? You know, I'm not going to take those. Spirit, who's this person? You look good. Spend some time. Happy family. Exactly the energy that I'm getting. I feel like this person may have gotten burned from someone. They may have had a run-in with a nasty sugar baby, like someone who they fell for it, like took a significant amount of their coins or just played the hell out of them. Because to be honest, I get a soft energy from this person, and it's probably that Cancerian pull. And it doesn't feel like, oh, it's relationship trauma. It's just like this person is a little bit, they're very protective of themselves because they're scared. Like they have a negative view, if I'm being honest. They have a negative view of the collective of feminines or whatever collective they're into. We got all this daddy energy, but again, it doesn't mean that they are only looking towards feminine. So there's just like an energy here of this person being a little bit scared. This person may be older than you. They're kind of afraid of you in a way. They feel like you're so hot. They're like, what would you want with me? I don't feel like you know this person yet. If you do know them, this would be someone you haven't had something romantic with yet. There may be like romantic undertones, tension when you're in the room with each other, but there's an energy here of this person won't let you in because they're like self-preserving. They really feel like they have to protect themselves. For whatever reason, they feel like they're gonna get played. And it may just be the bad bee energy that you give off, or maybe it's, you know, something else, but I feel like they're hiding for sure. We got happy family and ready to mingle. There's just this energy here that they want a happy family. They want to do this. Like they want to get married. They also don't want to scare people by telling, just like, they kind of hide that they're marriage minded, or they don't say it right away just because they don't want any old body assuming that that means that they're pursuing marriage with them. You know what I mean? Like if they're dating someone, they don't want to be like, oh, I'm marriage minded, and then have that person try to pursue marriage before they know whether or not they want to marry that person. I feel like they fold easily. Like once you get close to them, they just fold. So they try not to get in the position where they lose their power before they know it will be worth it, or, you know, before they figure themselves out, because they don't want to end up kind of getting ran over. This person has such an interesting energy. They may be like a big teddy bear, like they may be really tall or have a muscular build, or like just broad shoulders, like a, you know, bigger build. Because I'm like, what is the deal? There's this juxtaposition where it's like they put on this hard front, but I'm hearing they want whatever you want. Like, ugh, man, you guys, a relationship with them would be so good. Seriously, they would give you the world. They would give you anything that they can. Like, this person, hard on the outside. And you know, the funny thing is, Jupiter is the card, or the Jupiter is the planet of like home, domestication, family, expansion, you know, the kids, the picket fence, the home. So Jupiter is that girl for that. So anyways, there's so much that lies under the surface of this person. We have baby bump and synchronicity. Honestly, they want to tie you down. They may, I'm like, what is it? I guess it'll differ from person to person, but my curious ass can't let it go. I'm just like, what is this? It's like they want to put a baby in you, but they don't want to steal your youth. It's like something like that. Like they feel like they are either taking something from you, or you would be taking something from them. And again, it could just be their fear that, you know, you'll take them for whatever they're worth or something like that. Like, I don't know, you may be a material girl, so they're afraid that you're gonna like have them fall in love with you and then discard you. Or maybe you get a lot of attention. We got three's a crowd. This person, I feel like they're older or more mature than you are, or just not in the mix. Like they just may not be on social media, so they appear to be more mature because they're just not in a loop, or they don't subscribe to the things that social media subscribes to. Like they don't know what's going on with this person, what just happened, like, you know, something like that. We have you look good, have a heart, and spend some time. In the beginning of your spread, I was seeing someone at a gas station, it kind of looks like. You may be helping this person in some way. They may be at the gas station like, do you have any wipes or something like that? I don't know. It'll be something simple. It's not like, you know how to change a tire. But I feel like for some of you, you'll meet them when they're asking you for something. We have you look good and spend some time. So I feel like the first time you guys, after you guys hang out, it's going to be an everyday thing. And yeah, I don't feel like you know this person. Baby bump card though, you know, there's a lot of cards of family and expansion here. So I feel like this is your forever person who's desiring you right now. They want to be your forever person. I mean, whether or not you will submit to them is another thing, but they want to be that for you. So I feel like they're kind of in true masculine fashion, observing you and trying to see what you're all about, trying to see what's going to be the most effective way to get close to you. I don't know. There's some observing happening here. Let's see what else we get. Four of Swords, Eight of Pentacles in reverse. They're not sure of you yet. And I feel like we've seen that already. Three of Pentacles. They're waiting for some sort of sign, signal, synchronicity from the universe that you're the person that's worth doing this with, because we have the Tower card here. There's a huge level of vulnerability that this person is not comfortable with, that they will cross the line of vulnerability for the right person, but they're not comfortable with it. It's not their strong suit. And so they're gonna make extra sure, like, you know, they're gonna make extra sure you're the person that they're supposed to be doing this with. I really feel like this person is looking for their person. They're looking for the one. We have the Four of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles in reverse. So this person's kind of dragging their feet, taking time. I feel like this person treats you very nicely. I feel like they watch you a lot. You may find this person stealing glances at you. Like I said, I feel like most of you don't know them, but if this is like a coworker or something like that, someone you know from around, I feel like you always catch them like looking at you. Hangman in reverse, Ten of Wands in reverse. getting a little bit of an energy. Didn't we have like threes of crowd? Yeah, we had threes of crowd at the bottom of that. I'm getting a little bit of an energy that you guys may be seeing someone or in a relationship and they're trying to respect that, or I just heard respect your healing. Some of you guys, they know that you just went through a breakup and they're not trying to be next in line. They don't want to be associated with the breakup. They don't want to be a rebound. They don't want to catch you at the wrong time. They want you when you're nice and healed and ready. They don't want to try to force you into a relationship. They don't want to force you into a situation where you're having to try to be vulnerable as you're trying to heal. Like, they don't feel like that's fair to you. So some of them are just kind of like respecting your, oh my God. Some of them are just trying to respect your healing process. We got the King of Cups and then the Queen of Cups that fell out right after. I feel like this person was ready before you were. This person notices you before you notice them as well. And I feel like something about eye contact with you guys. It's kind of funny. It just feels like you don't like making eye contact nowadays because you don't even want people in your face, in your space, or stealing your energy, something like that. You feel like every time you look someone in the eyes, like a stranger in the eyes, they steal a piece of you or something like that. We have the Ten of Swords and the Queen of Swords in reverse. So this is an energy of you being defeated. Some of you guys are getting through a heartbreak and they know that. This may be someone in your friend group. That's a true pair, by the way, King and Queen of Cups, which is why I was so shook. Highly, highly, highly compatible. Really good for each other. But yeah. Queen of Swords in reverse and the Ten of Swords is a loss for show. We got the World card in reverse at the bottom of the deck as well. Someone just went through a breakup and I feel like that's on your end. This could be Spirit kind of confirming they didn't come through sooner. Like, that was intentional. You weren't ready. So if you look at the last like 3 months for you, you may have gone through like a significant amount of growth. You may have just had like a spiritual growth spurt. It could be mind, body, and soul. Like, I find that I usually work on one at a time. I'll have a season where I'm reading so many books and I'm getting a lot of spiritual knowledge, watching a lot of spiritual videos. Then I'll have a season where I'm really working on my mental diet and my discipline and keeping away from content that's not good for me, being on social media too much, clearing my mind, clearing my consciousness. And then I'll go through a season where I'm working out a lot and I'm eating really good. Like, mind, body, and soul for me kind of goes one at a time versus like everything at once. So you may have had some sort of like physical glow up, and the thing about it is when you lose the weight and you're more lean, your mind, your body works faster. It's, you know, the healthier the better for your consciousness as well. So it all matters, mind, body, and soul. Especially if you see a lot of 333, Spirit may be trying to get your attention to that. Even 111 sometimes will allude to that. But 333 has always been mind, body, and soul message for me personally. But if you look at the last 3 months for you, you may have seen that you've had some sort of like glow up or focus on one of those areas, or maybe all of those areas at once, but significant like progress when it comes to your health, whatever area, or unless it could be all three, you know. Some sort of significant progress. So Spirit is saying like, you didn't know, you didn't have that epiphany yet, or you didn't fully let go of that ex yet, you didn't get a hold on what you wanted to do, where you feel purposeful yet, you didn't find yourself yet. Spirit is saying it wasn't their fault. I feel like you guys, I'm getting, and now I'm hearing what is that song called? It's not called 1,000 years, but it's like, I've waited 1,000 years and I'd wait 1,000,000 more for you. Or is it 100 years? What is that freaking song called? Anyways, I'm hearing that, and I was seeing the Twilight scene earlier in your spread, but I didn't want to be head ass like, oh, there's Edward. Yeah, boy. But I was seeing the scene from Twilight where he catches her at the salad bar and he rolls the apple up his body. If you know, you know. If you don't, it doesn't matter. It's not significant like that, but it's just alluding to this energy that this masculine had been waiting for you, like waiting for you, been ready, just literally waiting for his freaking princess. So whenever you meet them, they don't have a bunch of you know what? I feel like they're protecting. That's why they've been so protective in particular. And I actually like that they had been waiting for a sign and signal from spirit. You know, they're not just entertaining anybody. They're literally looking for their person. But yeah, we have the Prince of Wands, Temperance, and the Five of Wands. I feel like this is one final breakthrough for some of you. And Spirit is saying taking a spiritual bath or doing some cleansing work will kind of like catapult you to the last step. I don't feel like it's just the actual bath itself that causes this to kind of like the breakthrough, whatever breakthrough it is. I feel like it's the spiritual bath is like clearing your consciousness enough, or the, you know, spiritual cleansing is clearing your consciousness enough to make it clear what the final step would be for you. We have the King of Pentacles in reverse. Spirit is saying you're not going to have to force it. I feel like you guys may have like, ooh, now I just heard pay pig. Some of you guys, that's why they're afraid of you, because you may have, there may have been a situation like you may have experienced the same energy that they have in the reverse. Like you may have been with someone where you had to freaking pay for everything. So now you kind of treat masculines like pay pigs, where it's like, you're going to have to show me you want this, like, before we're involved. So this person is a little scared. We have Gaia with Earth connection. I'm also hearing make a offering to Mother Earth, Earth connection. Be mindful of the planet, come back to Earth, stay grounded. So yeah, I feel like you experience the worst, then you experience the best, or maybe not even the best, but just like a heightened period of winning where you were getting a lot of money from people, or a lot of money in business, or you were feeling really confident after feeling really low. And now it's like you're being like brought back to the middle ground, where you have the knowledge of too much pleasure and how that can get dark, and also darkness and how darkness is dark. So it's like you're back in the middle now, and that's where you need to be to kind of move forward. We have Cthulhu with Cloak of Wisdom. It says you already know the answer you seek. Trust what you know. I feel like some of you guys have been a little obsessed with time. I don't feel like you would be this late in the reading though if you were obsessed with time. Usually people who are obsessed with time kind of click off after a few minutes because they just want their answer, and then they get it disinterested and they want to dip. But some of you guys are just like, when? And I do feel like, you know, Spirit is saying like, just know that it will come through. Do not focus on the time. And I feel like if you look at your past, you'll see like some sort of time related trauma. Like someone didn't come soon enough, or someone took too long, or, you know. So Spirit is saying don't focus on that, but that is the gist, you guys. That is what I got for you. That is who is desiring you right now. My Etsy shop is linked in the description below. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today, group 4, and I'll talk to you soon.